Alright guys, first things first, today we are going to get some parts. First off, our throttle cable, and we need a new coolant temp sensor for that thing because I broke it. Well, I actually broke it on the S14, so I have to get one. I robbed it from my car to put it on the S14 so we can get that running. I'm a nice guy, right? So now I have to get a new one for my car and then get our cable. So hopefully we can get that sorted out today. I don't think we'll fully get it sorted out today, just because I won't get my little cool union piece that I showed you guys in yesterday's video, or the previous video. I don't know if I'm gonna get video up today. Oops. We got the hookup. This man right here, and this Rav. Oh, where's he going? This man hooked it up. Everyone go follow that man. Wicked Free Media, link below. Just got a free $50 throttle cable. Shout out to the man that hooked it up. Can you shut up? He's like, saw your vidges. That car is serious. Let me give you a free cable. And then we got our nice little sensor cell. Right on, dude. Oh, hey now, look at that. I like that color, man. Look at that. This car needs a wash so badly. I think I'm gonna do it today. Today's the day she gets washed after like 2 weeks. You guys are wondering, I'm actually running an LS2 truck coil pack setup, for those that were just curious. It's not as good as the S14, but it'll do. Smooth as a clock. Oh yeah. Alright guys, well, it is Saturday today. I've been grinding all week. Today I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and take kind of an easy day and just give all of the cars a wash. First off, the 300 hasn't been washed since we put the front bumper on, and even like a few days before that we haven't even washed it. So that just goes to show you how long it's been. The S14 has never been washed in my presence besides the day that I got it, which was in like January sometime. And the 13 is pretty damn dirty. So let's go ahead, let's get them all looking really nice. You know what I mean? Just a chilled out, relaxed day. Oh man, she cleans up nice. Well, first of all, I gotta admit, it is the next day. Oh, what's up, buddy? Oh, what's up, little guy? But today, I've been messing with this thing a little bit so far. I put the exhaust manifolds on. I actually just put the ECU chip. If any of you guys have installed like a chip from Specialty Z or Z1, like, you know, Concept Z Performance or whatever, like one of those chips that you just plug in, get in touch with me just because I want to make sure I got the install, like the orientation of the chip right. Cool. I just want to actually mention, because you guys have been coming up with some pretty awesome ideas with this whole race pack deal. You can't even see it. You can't even see it. So you guys have been talking about making like custom ABS plastic ones. You guys also were saying that Haltech makes like universal ones that we can go ahead and trim and cut to size. We'll figure something out, so hopefully we can get something in the mail pretty soon for that thing. Alright guys, so currently right now I'm just going ahead and I'm trying to fix these little leaks that this car has. So far we're looking good. Oh, and by the way, oh my god, wow. This is working. The coolant temp is actually working now. The RPMs work. I don't think oil pressure is working because it says we have minus 15 volts on the battery. That's pretty low. It's a new alternator, so I don't know. That's kind of interesting. The thing is still leaking in the same spot. I don't know how. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this hose. Look at that. What is happening? I changed the hose clamp. I trimmed the hose back because I thought maybe just the part where it was actually hooking up was ruined. And it's still leaking. Alright, well, I posted on Instagram, let's see, what was it, a few days ago, just asking if you guys maybe had some questions about the build. So we're just going to start diving into the post and we're going to start answering some questions about the build. I feel like it's perfect kind of timing for it because it's a chilled out video, chilled out setting, and tomorrow we're back up on the grind. We'll actually get our parts for a throttle cable. We'll be able to get this thing running and driving. Well, driving. There's over 70 comments, so I don't know, I'm not gonna get everyone. So first off, this is probably a question that a lot of you guys are interested in. How much was the total engine itself? Like, how much did the engine itself cost? About $30,000. So, and just by the way, guys, I wish I could say this is mine, but this belongs to a friend of mine who lives in Virginia. He is the lucky owner of this beast. I just get the honor of putting my love and care into it to build it. One day though, one day I'll definitely have a setup like this. You can mark my words. Dylan Anderson 326 asks, what do you think the power numbers will look like? So the goal on pump gas is 650. The way it sits actually right now, my tuner was telling me that it's about 20 pounds of boost. He said it would make around 600 wheel horsepower as it sits right now, and that's with really just mild timing and stuff like that. So it's crazy. But the goal on pump gas is about 650 and E85 around 850 wheel. Did I rebuild the engine? No, I did not, but it is a built engine, pistons, rods, you name it. It's got it all. Riley James asks, what was the biggest, most difficult challenge with this swap? Well, so far, the most challenging part has been this throttle cable, but I'm hoping that can get solved tomorrow. But if we're talking about like a big part of the build, like a bigger issue, I don't know, man. I guess just getting it all to fit was just super tricky. You may think that, alright, it's an inline 6, it's an RB, there's a lot of room, but just because of how tall this motor is, obviously you guys would have seen that we just chopped the hood up a little bit to get it to fit, but we got it to fit, and yeah, so it's nothing's too challenging, you know. Everything kind of just goes together pretty easily. If I say that, you know, I don't mean that in like an arrogant way, but you guys know what I mean. Like, it's once you start doing this for a couple cars, like this isn't my first ever RB build, let alone like this kind of what this was. So it just kind of comes together after a while. Unknown S Chassis asks, what is the next step for the S14? Well, first off, next step is to get it driving. So once we can get that throttle cable sorted out, hopefully tomorrow, come back for Tuesday's video. Hopefully should be driving. And well, first drive. Next big thing though is to get it tuned. We're taking it to Haltech down in Kentucky. It's gonna be awesome, man. It's gonna be awesome, and we're definitely making a video, so stay tuned. You guys do not want to miss out. Is this your first time installing that type of fuel line setup? Yeah, man. Honestly, I've never ran full lines for. I've never ran an E85 fuel system. I've never even ran a surge tank setup before, so everything was first time for me as far as the fuel system goes. We had to run lines from the fuel rail all the way back to the tank, to the surge tank and all that stuff. So yeah, first time, but learned a lot, and definitely wasn't too bad. Definitely, if you guys want to check out the fuel system part of the build, go ahead and check out the playlist. Did you have much knowledge going into doing a build like this yourself, or did you do what I did and learn along the way with help of others? Love the build, by the way, sounds mental. So this car right here is basically where I learned every single thing that I know personally, so I basically was just able to transfer what I learned, my skills here, and then what I've kind of accumulated over the years and bettered myself into this. So, I mean, we could do a comparison video of these two, but, I mean, I learned a lot along the way, but, you know, I learned everything myself, everything, I'm self-taught, you know, I'm sure a lot of you guys know that, but, yeah, yeah. Someone asked what intake manifold this is. I believe this is a Gozira. It's like a knock. I think it's like one of those Alibaba specials. Apparently, you know, it's still nice. It's pretty nice. The inside is all pretty good, so should be fine. Someone asked, how do we make the engine fit? So first off, we're running an R33 cross member, Psycho mounts. Yeah, just have to cut the hood out a little bit. A lot of time to getting it in was very tricky. It took me a while. Like, the video of installing the motor was only like 7 to 10 minutes, but I was probably there for like 3 hours just muscling that thing in. And obviously I was alone, so it's like I had to manage the hoist and kind of wait. So you know, but it's in. So it's not like it's impossible. But it's definitely a whole lot trickier than a normal RB, say 26, 25, or 20. It's a lot more tricky. Someone asked, what type of timing is on this RB? Normal timing mark method or the missing tooth on the gear? So this is a Ross Performance crankshaft, or crank gear, I guess you want to call it. I mean, I believe it's 36 minus 2. So 36 teeth minus 2. Someone asks, what ECU, what fuel, boost levels, turbo rear housing size? I only ask because I currently run the RB25, and it's interesting to see what other people are running. So first off, it's a Halotech 2500 Elite ECU. Boost, as it sits right now, 20 pounds. It's probably going to see higher 30s, mid to high 30s, especially on E85. Turbo rear housing size, oh boy, I think it's, crap man, I'm going to have to look at the box again, but it's been such a long time since I messed with that thing. I believe it's 0.91 or something along those lines, but I'll have to double check on that. If you want to ask a question in the comments, I'll double check on that for you. Is there anything fun planned for the interior? If you just missed it, we just put a race pack in it, so go check that video out. Thing is super awesome, man. I love that thing. As far as anything else, I'm not 100% sure to yet. I don't think so. It's just really clean in there, man. Real clean. How did I set up the radiator? I see you cut the upper support bar, but how much and what about the bottom? Need to do the same on my S13. So on this one specifically, this is a Chase Bay radiator setup. Personally, not my first go-to choice. If you guys want to see what I personally would have done and did, check out my setup here. I think the video is called Tucked Radiator on a Budget, and it's still, I mean, it cools this thing phenomenally. And you don't have to cut your car up, and it sits further in than this does. So we actually have to chop. I made a video on it, so go ahead and check it out. It was a Chase Bay radiator, tucked radiator install. And we had to chop some of the frame, some of the car out. I had to weld back in some plates, make it look all nice again, and then we just have basically you have to just make custom brackets. It's all kind of custom. You need a fabricator, you need to know how to weld. Otherwise, I mean, I'm sure you can make it work, but to be solid and properly installed, you'll probably need to get some fabrication going. But on my setup, I still needed to get some fabrication, but I didn't need to chop my car up. And it sits way far up, so you guys decide what you want to do. This was like a third of the price, but regardless. I also don't want to make this video too long, but yes. Right now, guys, I'm about to make a custom. So we have a windshield washer reservoir. That's a little Chase Bay's unit. As you can see, we have a hole right there. So I'm kind of thinking making a nice little fancy like flush mount that would kind of sit up against there. Sorry, you can't really see too much. All you would see is the cap down here, like that. And you just unscrew the cap and it's flush, and you can fill up your wiper juice, you know what I mean? I think that's pretty trick, dude. I just have to make a custom bracket, and that bracket's gonna bolt onto this right here. So let's get fabricating, boys. Oh, hey there. Oh, hey. Alright, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really stoked on that. I think this right here is such an awesome little custom touch. I'm so pumped I did that, dude. Look at that. It's so flush. It's so rad. Check that out, bro. Got our little bracketry. Bro, I don't know, man, but I think that is freaking money. By the way, look at the pearl in this paint. It's really dirty. Needs a nice detail, but oh my god, look at that, dude. I painted this whole engine bay myself, ladies and gentlemen, so... Dude, like, look at... Dude. Crazy color. Earlier today, I painted some little, like little bumper, like little washer, like those little headlight washer sprayer things. That's like little covers to delete them on a Lexus IS. If you guys need any paint work done, feel free to hit your boy up. I got you. But I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. I'll give you guys a better look at the whole washer reservoir. Dude, I'm so stoked on that. I don't know why, but I think it's just so cool. But yeah, tomorrow, make sure you guys tune back in for tomorrow's video. We're gonna get this thing. We are gonna get this thing working with a throttle cable. I'm committed to making this work tomorrow, and yeah, I can't wait to get this thing out in the streets. But for real, thank you guys so much for the support. Again, I'm sorry for the no video on Sunday. Damn mosquito, get out of here. Smacked him to the ground. But yeah, man, she's come together super nice. But I'll catch back up with you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. I'll see you guys later. Subscribe, by the way. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, all down below. Give me a follow. I'll see you guys later. Peace.